Charlottesville, Mr. Jefferson's University, the University of Virginia, where fans have been flooding the ground since early this. Here comes the offense on first down. Breaking out the jet sweep. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
It's been a rough start for these guys, and you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, and on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah, finding a way to make those critical plays. Because, you know, what do you know in the Big 12? There's always going to be a lot of scoring, right? And they've come up short, but I think as you find yourself throughout the season, you got to realize, I got to build those confidence. I got to make those plays. And once you do it once, and maybe it happens today, you start to build that confidence.
They're going back to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
They go to the ground. Powers through the defender. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Takes a hit as he fires. And the pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Movement here from the tight end.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Finds his big tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And the Cavaliers will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not able to pop the big... Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Throws toward the end zone. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. The Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Avery. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up, getting the tip, getting the deflection. The ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And the Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return possible on this one. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this run. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left.
Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return. Offense set on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. He'll take the deep shot. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception for this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to...
Oh, he wants it all. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's just excellent.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score.
And it's picked. Fourth time today. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Quickly to the tight end.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
The Cavaliers in the hurry-up. He wants to throw. Finds the tight end. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Now on second down. Finds his big tight end. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think the big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Now they'll run the draw. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
And nice Nice job by the defense. A draw is kind of a trick, get you to run upfield, but they sniffed it out, did a great job, stopped the play for no gain.
On third down, he drops to throw. It's complete on the right side. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up fourth down.
And the 4th and inches, man, I'm going for it no matter where I'm at in the field. If I'm in scoring range, if I'm in the red zone, if I'm on the 1, I'm going for it. I have to be able to get inches in these situations. Nice job by the offense.
He's going to pass. He unleashes a long one. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
You got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watch the film. They watch this offense go up and down the field. This QB throw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the first half. And here they are in the second half doing a nice job defending the deep ball.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Another incompletion on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Takes it the other way. At the 20. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. They're going to get another chance after throwing the ball away. That roughing the passer call quite fortuitous for this offense. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. He's looking to throw it. Unleashes it. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but looking for a productive play on first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. What a snag by the defense. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working. The offense set for a first down play. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Throws for the tight end. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown! Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Wants to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Fires to the wideout. And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Looking to the big tight end. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes first down for this offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's got the tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Cavaliers moving quickly to the line.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now.
And he throws yet another interception. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. Just a small return. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really